Welcome in to SPBL Live, the season opener for SPBL 2025. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carson Piasek, and with me is Hall of Famer Garrett Brooks. We have a very exciting matchup tonight. The defending champions Ball Hogs from the 2024 season, who were led by Garrett last year, now retired and in the Hall of Fame, return their core of Luke, Zach, and Josh. They are now joined by Wilson Parker. And it's a new look for this team, a new lead for the team. But Garrett, as someone who played with the other three and knows their chemistry well, what are you looking out of them today in the opener to start the season?
Well, I'm looking for a lot of fight out of them. But the slower pace game, I think they're going to do. It's just going to. Zach's really going to have to step up. I think Luke's going to have to step up, and especially Wilson. Wilson, I'm very curious to see how he does. I've heard he shoots a lot of threes. That can cause problems. So we will see. I'm really excited. But they have great chemistry, these three guys, after having one season under the belt. So they'll be tough to beat if they're clicking.
That's for sure. And there will definitely be comparisons made, as we've noted. But Garrett obviously has his place in the Hall of Fame for the SPBL. The accolades are well noted. On the other side, we have the Gunslingers. The Gunslingers led by Sam Satterwhite, who is coming back for his second full-time year in the SPBL. Last year, he was on the Blackfriars, and in his first full season, he was fourth in the league in points. He was first in assists, and he was also fourth in rebounds, a bit unsuspecting for a guard of his size. He also led the league in three-point percentage with the highest career three-point percentage in the league. He led his team in all of those categories, and now he is paired alongside Bo Hightower, a highly anticipated newcomer. They are joined by Joe Keena, who was on the Blackfriars with him last season, and David Keena, coming over from the 2024 Mystics. We are excited to start this game. We'll get you down to the tip right away. Chris Keena, the head official for this one.
Ooh, I knew that.
Jack Flynn and Nate Byers also on the sidelines as referees. Gunslingers win the tip, and Sam Satterwhite is going to work. Bo drum deep, no good off the front of the rim, and Luke Byers with the rebound, pushing the pace. Found Wilson underneath. Wilson gets his own miss. Wilson goes right into the paint, misses the layup, gets his own miss, misses again, and finally cleared out by Sam.
Great defense.
Sam finds Bo again. Bo top of the key. No good from three. Josh with the rebound. Zach bringing it up the floor.
Didn't have that one in my playbook.
Zach, new lead guard for the Ball Hogs maybe this season.
Look at the hustle by Zach. He's ready to fight. Yeah.
Zach showing some of that fight early on that you mentioned. Sam coming back down. The Ball Hogs have been leaving Bo open. He missed 2 threes already. Sam was dared to shoot by Josh, and he sinks it. Don't want to leave him open. The best three-point shooter in the league in 2024. Luke looking for a way in, puts it up over Joe. No good. Cleared by Joe and back over to Sam.
Here's if Josh stepped up this time. Especially on a switch.
Definitely. They have Zach on Sam trying to hold him, and Wilson helps out, rips it away from Sam, and Ball Hogs on the fast break. Luke almost loses it, finds Wilson, who pulls the corner three after stepping up, and it's good. Oh, man, we have a whistle?
There's a whistle. I can definitely say he's already doing better than me on the 3-point percentage.
he does now have as many made three-pointers as you had last season in the first 2 minutes here in 2025.
Yeah, man.
He definitely stepped out and pulled that one with confidence. 3-3 ball game. Joe pulls a three, no good. Cleared by Zach. Wilson looking for a way in. Goes up over Joe. No good. Not with the help defense from Sam. And Sam going to throw it up to Bo. Bo thought about the three. Decides against it. Bo trying to drive. Goes out and finds Sam. See if Sam can create something here after getting turned over last time. He got Wilson on him now. Sam finds Bo. Ball Hogz playing some pretty solid defense here, apart from the 1-3 they gave up. Sam long on that three, and Ball Hogz ball.
Man, Zach is relentless. Locking down Joe, Bo, and Sam, man.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
It was noted in the preseason interviews at Media Days, Zach has been running in the offseason to try to keep up his stamina, and it's showing early on here. We'll see if it can stay throughout the game. Wilson turns that one over.
And it's not even that hot.
Back to the Gunslingers.
Like last weekend, they came to scrimmage before like the media day or whatever. And Nathaniel
Sam pulls from three again. No good.
He was so dehydrated from today.
Zach another board.
And he refuses to drink water. Like he hates water.
As we've seen a lot of threes going up so far for the Gunslingers.
Yeah, that's why he was drinking
and
today. But I'm like,
against your team last year, you were kind of the primary interior defender, as we see Luke missed the turnaround jumper. And now Wilson's down there.
yeah.
Do you think that it's a lack of aggressiveness here from the Gunslingers, or do you think they're a bit afraid of going down into the paint?
You know, I don't know if they're afraid. They just haven't tried it yet. So it's kind of odd. They didn't even post it up. So I know Wilson's. I just want to see how he does that low.
We've already seen the 6 total threes between Sam and Bo, with only one of them falling. We also saw Joe throw up a miss. Both teams playing good defense, but shots are not falling right now from range.
I think the main thing to look at is the change of pace from Ball Hogz from last year. They are slow this year. And that's kind of what we expected. We expected a slow pace out of these guys. So.
Yeah, it looked like the first couple of possessions, with the energy of Zach mostly, they were kind of pushing a little bit, but it is probably not their most comfortable pace right now. Luke misses the three.
Let's see if they try it down low here.
I'll look it up.
Always take it to the basket. There we go.
First
perfect.
time he takes it in, and it's good off the glass. Maybe he'll try to do that a little bit more the rest of the way, but
Great shot.
a good take from Sam. Gives him the lead 5-3. Wilson, no good from range. Sam going to push it in transition. Finds Bo down low. Misses the layup. Cleared out by Zach again. Wow, what a pass from Josh over to Wilson
Here,
for the
just take the whole
layup.
thing.
What a find.
That's Ball Hogz basketball right there.
That's some good chemistry there. Josh, not necessarily known as an elite passer, but quite a strong pass there. Joe pulls another three. No good from Joe. And the shooting struggles continue for the Gunslingers.
Zach with about 4 rebounds. He's kind of doing good.
Zach is getting after it on the glass. That would be very nice for the Ball Hogz this season. His contributions, energy-wise. Josh hits the three. No hesitation on that one. Gives them the lead 6-5 or 8-5. Sorry.
Let's see how the Gunslingers respond, and let's see if they don't shoot a three here and take it to the basket again. I mean, the only time they've done, they've had success.
Sam takes it on Zach, and no good on the layup. It was noted that Zach used to be known as a top defender in the league. Last year, that reputation fell off a little bit, but early on here today, he is going hard on defense and really stifling Sam.
Yeah, I'd like to say, I think a couple things. I think I routed him up a little bit. I think that must keep him playing well. With a great shot by Wilson too.
Wilson
hopefully-
hits the burn.
And hopefully he keeps playing like this. And yeah, Wilson, that was a great shot. Posting up, going right to the basket.
Sam thought about the three, gives it over to Dave instead. Gets it right back. He's going to take it into the paint. Can't go anywhere on Zach. Bo's going to pull the three. No good. And it will be Luke Briers with the rebound. I believe that's over 5 from Bo from deep so far. Josh with another three. No good. Joe is.
And that made it to where the winning team at the time had to score.
Joe kind of fell as he passed that one up to Sam. Bo's looking for a way to get in. Luke tries to help. Bo misses, gets his own board, hits the hook back. That's what we need, some more aggressiveness inside from these guys. Sam is a very strong finisher, and Bo has size to finish inside. They probably should be looking inside a little bit more here as Wilson hits a turnaround. Tough shot there on the take.
He's starting to heat up after kind of a rough start. So that's
Probably a little bit.
inside the ball.
Yeah, a little bit of rust to kick off, a little bit of nerves maybe. First game of the year. Starting to hit a groove now. Dave from three, no good. Way off from Dave.
I love to see Dave get balls though.
Yeah, Dave has been working on his three, and he said he wants to be a better contributor offensively. Hit a few more outside shots. That first one probably deters a little bit of confidence, but the quarter comes to a close there as the Ball Hogs fail to put up a shot, with the Ball Hogs leading 12-7 after the first quarter. What do you think about that first quarter? How the Ball Hogs picked it up there? What are you looking for them as we move into the second quarter?
I think the Gunslingers need to take better shots. Take it to the hole more. They've had pretty good success. They've got even 50% in the paint, maybe like 20, 30%, but it's just way better than 3-point percentage. So they need to push the basket a little more. And, yeah, see if they can do that. The Ball is playing good, taking good shots. So see if they can do it.
Gunslingers just 1 for 12 from 3. We get a fast break there from Bo, who lays it in. Gunslingers struggling from range, but we know that Sam is a sharpshooter. After making his first one, they have not made one since. We'll see if he can turn things around for them. And Bo as well is definitely frustrated. We see a lot of players gassed here, and we should note that the gym right now has no air conditioning. Some tough conditions for the players in the league right now. There's no definitive timetable for the air conditioning to return. So this is the status for the foreseeable future. We'll see how it affects the players as we get later in the game.
Fourth quarter might be rough.
Definitely some slow movement. Oh my gosh, Wilson banks it in.
He's doubled my threes from last year in 2 quarters.
Wilson putting on a show right now, showing why he thinks that he can fit in well with this Ball team. The chemistry seems to be there, and he is knocking down shots. Joe wide open for 3. No, does not pass, does not take the opportunity. Gives it over to Sam instead. Maybe wisely trying to get it inside more. Maybe I'll discuss in the break. You see Bo backing down Josh. Airballs the turnaround. And Luke with the board.
Yeah, I really think he could have taken Josh there to the basket and not fade away.
Out of bounds off of the Ball Hogs as Zach tried to hustle again for that offensive rebound. Zach all over the floor right now. Really playing strong defensively, holding Sam to just 5 points in that first quarter. Bo hits the 3 finally. You can see a sigh of relief from him as that one goes down.
That's a good sign for Bo. That might get him going a little bit here.
He definitely needs it. The Gunslingers need it as they've fallen into a hole. Down 15-10 here in the second quarter.
But she just went out of town and we didn't want to wait any longer.
Luke drives in.
But she's thinking
Finds Josh. Josh over to Wilson. Thinks about the three. Instead, pump fakes it. Takes it in. And gets the shot over Dave. He got Bo up in the air. Drove in. And the help did not matter. Wilson makes the layup. What a take.
That was great. That was a great layup. Some people over in Europe might say it was a travel, but it wasn't played street.
You'd be shocked. Some might say that Nate Byers didn't call it travel as a referee. Wilson for three, no good on that attempt. Dave Spears gives it over to Sam.
That's what I want to see out of Dave.
The aggressiveness seen by Zach on the boards has not been reciprocated on the other end. Dave, of all people, could be one to try to reciprocate that and out-hustle Zach on the boards. Sam, what a pass down to Zach. Finds Bo for three in the corner. No good. And rebound. Dave pushed off. And it's a foul on Dave. It'll be ball Hogz ball.
Look at Zach putting his handprint on everything, man. He's everywhere. No way.
Zach versus Dave is always a good matchup. Two guys that love to go at it together. Josh, misses the three. Gunslingers ball. We got a foul call here. Chris Keena calls the foul. I believe that was on Zach.
That was a good play. Zach was a little aggressive there. Little bump and run there.
Joe in the corner, left open again, does not take it. Drives in though. Turnaround jumper. Oh my gosh!
Let's go, Joe!
Joe, what a shot from Joe.
Attaboy, Joe. We love to see that.
Joe with confidence takes that one in. Turnaround jumper. A little offensive boost from Joe would be a welcome sight for the rest of the Gunslingers as they struggle to produce offense here in game one. Wilson misses his own turnaround jumper. Maybe you'd rather have Joe taking a turnaround jumper than Wilson.
Some might say.
Yeah.
I will say Joe's turnaround looks a lot better than Bo's earlier. Let's see if this continues to Joe. Feed Joe right now. He's on fire. He needs a heat check.
Joe definitely needs. He wants to rock. There he is, cutting in. No good on the short jumper. What a sequence I could have found.
Because I mean, ball is moving in a month.
Their ball hog got lucky right there.
So then we're hoping.
Got to be careful overhelping away from Joe. Layup from Luke is no good, but it's rebounded, tipped by Zach, and got collected by Wilson. Zach again hustling down there for some boards.
Yeah. So then Nathaniel will just move in with his mom and take Bush.
Zach has probably fewer touches offensively so far this game than rebounds. Luke from three, no good.
My cats are one.
But if you ask Zach, that's exactly the way that he wants it. Wilson, no good, but fouled on the attempt.
We'll say, Bo was really hyped up for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm waiting to see the aggression by him. I haven't seen it as much as I thought I would. I know the first couple games, it gets everybody in shape. So maybe for the second half of the season, I'll see a little more aggression, but I'm not seeing it so far.
Yeah. You have to wonder if his conditions, you can see him squatting down any chance he gets. He must be pretty bothered by the conditions right now, maybe a bit out of shape to start the season. He definitely has the size and athleticism to be a very strong defender, but obviously so far today has not been very effective defensively. Takes it in, gets blocked from behind by Wilson. That looked like Garrett coming
Good.
behind.
Closer to the wedding, we're probably going to look at that.
What a pass. That's the ball. That's the ball.
Yeah. Good find.
Friars.
Like first-time home buyer stuff.
That's that twin
We just
telepathy
haven't
right there.
actually looked into it.
Sam With Zach defending again, tries to take it in, goes over Zach, no good. Luke hustles in for that rebound over Sam, who thought he had an easy rebound right there. Instead, it's ball Hogs going the other way. Wilson taking it right in on Bo, decides to kick it out.
Great transition defense by the Gunslingers there.
Luke from 3, no good.
I just don't like that take by Luke there. I would want a better shot there if I was the ball hog.
Luke struggling shooting here early on. We've seen his brother Josh hit a 3. Wilson's hit a pair of 3s. Joe, no good on the short jumper. Hangs his head in disappointment. Ball Hogs take a timeout here. You see Josh tired, bending over on the sideline, but they have the 5-point lead, 19-14. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Wilson, a deep one, no good. Luke gets the board though. Out to Zach. Zach was shocked that he got the ball there. Josh, runner, no good, and you see Sam get the board pushed out. Try to get a foul maybe there. Oh, loses it for a second. Pulls a deep one, no good. Off the front of the rim again.
Good timeout.
Ball Hogs back-to-back timeouts here, trying to catch their breath a little bit before halftime.
Josh looks a little winded.
It's interesting with Dave and Joe sitting outside on the three-point line. The Gunslingers kind of running a 4-out offense. They have not really had many opportunities for offensive rebounds, and the Ball Hogs have been consistently crashing the glass on both ends. You really see the hustle coming out of these Ball Hogs. That's a team that knows how to win a championship.
Agreed.
But instead of just making a beeline for that,
Looks like out of bounds here. Going to be Gunslingers ball. We saw a shot attempt there from Zach. A rare shot attempt.
He doesn't take too many, but he always takes good layups, so can't get mad at a shot attempt from Zach.
He's earned the right to take a shot after his hustle and defensive effort so far in this one. Sam gets left open from deep. Hits it. Oh, man. Right when I was complimenting the Ball Hogs defense, they have a lapse there. Leaves Sam open from deep, and he makes him pay. Got another timeout here.
I thought that was the third timeout.
I believe that is the Ball Hogs' third timeout, unless that was a referee whistle. Looks like we had some discussions over there. It could just be a referee whistle.
Well, champion favoritism, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing from both teams. I think the Gunslingers can change a little bit and shoot a little better and be a pretty solid team. And I think the Ball Hogs are kind of doing exactly what we thought they would. I'm not really shocked at how they're playing, so I am happy to see Zach hustling and playing really well. So hopefully he can continue that as well when we get to that.
Definitely, both teams playing well. Ball Hogs definitely hustling hard, and that is something that they are going to live on this season for sure. Wilson goes in, gives it over to Luke, who misses, but tips the ball back out to Josh. They have a whistle here. I think it's an over the back foul, maybe.
Well, that's halftime.
Oh, time ran off there a little bit fast. That's a halftime whistle, not a foul over the back. We have Ball Hogs lead 19-17 at halftime. We have seen a spectacular start to his SPBL career from Wilson Parker, leading the Ball Hogs here to a first half lead over the Gunslingers. Gunslingers came out cold to start the game, saw them driving a bit more and kind of put up some points. If you're the Ball Hogs, seeing that kind of change from the Gunslingers, trying to push more inside and seeing that that's where they've had more success, how would you adapt defensively to hold them here in the second half?
Sorry, I was not paying attention.
No, if you
got this out, Chris. Sorry.
As a Ball Hogs, as someone who's familiar with the Ball Hogs game plans, seeing that the Gunslingers had a bit more success driving inside and knowing that they might try to do that more in the second half, how might you adjust defensively?
Well, they've been playing pretty well inside the paint. I think just be a little more aggressive and make sure you close off with another defender when Sam and Bo try and slash in, because I don't really think Joe and Dave will really be a threat driving in, because they get a little too much momentum. So I think if they close out Bo and Sam, make them shoot threes, contested threes, you can't leave them open. They will make them. The ball hogs can see some success. So if they can keep doing that defensively and just make sure they don't get wide open layups, or just at least can put a hand in the face, that could be problems for the Gunslingers.
Yeah, that's the Gunslingers definitely have been. They were shying away from driving early on and kind of went to it a bit more there. Ball hogs, however, have been hustling hard, crashing the glass defensively. Who are you most impressed with so far on the ball hogs?
Well, first, I want to say Wilson, because he's scoring the points. He's looking good. Defense is good. We haven't really seen a battle-tested going with on the defensive side, so I'm waiting to see that. He's had a couple of good blocks, so he's played well on defense. Offense, he's done good, but I think the most impressed I am with Zach. Zach looks like he has just a fire under him. He's hustling. He's everywhere around the court. As of right now, I think he is the best player on the ball hogs, with the expectation that they're supposed to have, right? So I think Zach's playing really well. I think me being hard on him in the offseason really put a fire under him, and that's kind of what I was going for. So I'm very happy that he's playing well.
Definitely. He's definitely performing above expectations here. He's someone that does not need to score to make an impact, and hasn't scored today, but his impact has been felt for sure, holding Sam down defensively. Sam and Bo, a highly anticipated duo, only putting up 17 points in the first half. A bit disappointing for sure between them. Two guys that were potentially both thought of as MVP candidates. What do you think that they can do in the second half here to try to get a bit more scoring going, whether that's between themselves or getting more involvement out of Joe and Dave?
Well, I think more involvement in Joe and Dave would help, but it might not be the exact solution. So I think we need to see a little more ball movement, maybe a couple more screens or two, little pick and rolls with Sam and Bo. I think the threes will fall eventually, and they'll start making them, but they do need to drive to the basket, get a couple good layups, get the offense moving. If I'm the Gunslingers, though, the way they played in the first half, and they're only down 2, they're in a good spot. If they should be really happy with that. They'll make shots eventually. Sam and Bo are really good basketball players, so I would like to see them cut to the basket more. I know Sam's a very, very good slasher, and I would like to see him do that a little more, and I can see them doing success with that. So hopefully that's what happens, and I'd like to see Bo get more involved down low. I know we had a pretty hyped up Bo Hightower on defense, not as much offense that we talked about. So I'd like to see him get down low on Wilson and try and get some points.
Yeah, I'm sure Wilson's height has probably been bothering him a little bit. Wilson looks very tall out there relative to the rest of the court. And Bo told us before the season that he was anticipating that him and Sam were going to have a lot of pick and rolls, with Bo getting some good rolls to the basket. Haven't really seen that play out here so far in this one. It's been mostly pop threes for both of them, and the shots have not been falling enough for it to be worth it. Sam has a couple of threes in the first half. Bo hit 1. We'll see if they try to rely on that shooting, maybe some regression to the mean, or if they change it up and push more inside. We're back for the second half of Game 1 in SPBL 2025. Ball Hogs with a 2-point lead over the Gunslingers. And here we go, second half. Ball Hogs start with the ball. As a reminder before we get there, this season the SPBL has implemented the Elam ending. So with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, the clock will shut off and we will instead play to a target score, which will be 7 points more than the team score that is in the lead. Bo misses the 3. Wilson taking it right into the paint over Bo and gets it to go. That height goes straight over the top and gets the layup to go in.
That's the pace, too. The ball is picking up the pace.
Gunslingers, Sam takes it right into the teeth of the defense, gets the layup to go. You can see that aggression straight into the paint here. Gets some scoring going for them. 21-19 in the third quarter.
That's what they're going to have to do to come back.
Wilson in the corner. Wilson sizing up Dave. Takes it right into the paint. Over Dave. No good. Dave with the rebound. Behind Sam. Sam going to try to push the pace a little bit. Sam likes to push the pace. Hasn't really had many opportunities to do so. A bit of a flashy pass there to Bo, who takes it in for the layup. And you can see attacking the paint right away in the second half for the Gunslingers pays off with 2 layups.
Yeah, with Bo and Sam being, they played in high school and a lot of experience in basketball, they know adjustments are going to make it. And obviously, we've seen that start the second half. So I'm glad to see that they know what to do.
2 high IQ players. Not enough IQ to stop Wilson there. Dave sags off a little bit, gives him the elbow jumper, and he makes him pay.
Statistically, I'm giving up a mid-range in the SPBL. So it's a good shot, but statistically, I'm going to give it up.
Bo off the back of the rim. You can see him holding his head in his hands in disappointment after another miss. A tough shooting night for him. Josh misses off the back of the rim as well and cleared by Bo. Sam again trying to push the pace. Gets stuck in the corner, double teamed. Finds Dave. Back over to Sam, who goes right on Zach. Gets them to jump and gets a foul call. They go to the line for 2.
Sam's one of the best free throw shooters in the league, so let's at least see 1 for 2 here, if not 2 for 2.
Free throw shooting definitely an asset that's hard to come by in the SPBL. Now, it does matter a bit less this season given the Elam ending. No need for late game free throws. We will instead have the opportunity to see buckets down the stretch traded back and forth. And if the first 2.5 quarters of this game are any indication, this should be a close one down the stretch. Sam makes the first and misses the back end. Luke pushing the ball up for the ball Hogz. Tries to find Zach, but Bo with the steal. Bo has long arms. There's that defensive effort from Bo. Sam takes it out to Dave. Dave, mid-range J. Oh, man, Dave. Couple tough misses in this one.
He's making up with rebounds, so it's okay.
Dave, you see the hustle off ball. He tries to defend Wilson there. Wilson misses back of the rim. Almost went down right over Dave's outstretched arms. Instead, Bo gets the rebound and clears to Sam. Sam going to try to find a way in on Zach. Joe inside at the top of the key. Thinks about shooting it. Does not. We go down into the paint with Dave on Josh. Dave with the turnaround jumper. And right after Dave misses that mid-range by 4 feet, you see him go right in the paint and knocks down the turnaround J.
The 5-foot shot's a lot easier than a 15-foot shot, so good on Dave to make that.
That is definitely where Dave would prefer to shoot from. Good to see him get a little post-up action there with the mismatch. Luke misses the runner, but the hustle gets him the ball back. Back with the rebound. Josh thinks about the 3, instead drives in. Tries to go over Bo, who hits it, so they get the ball back. Josh loses it. Sam corrals it, and it's a steal. Timeout, Gunslingers.
Love the hustle on both teams.
See the Gunslingers. I think the Gunslingers may have been a little overconfident in their shooting ability coming into this one. Seemed a bit lackadaisical in the first half. But in the second half, we have a lot more effort here. And they have taken the lead 24-23. Luke probing the defense. Goes in over Joe. Misses the shot. Bo with the rebound. Tries to fuck it up instead. Zach with the stick-on layup.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, Bo had Sam flying up the court. What might have been an easy layup for the Gunslingers if he had gotten that pass off. Zach from behind steals it and gets the layup.
Those 2 points might be very important at the end. So just keep an eye out with those Zach's pickpocket for 2 points right there.
2 points and potentially a 4-point swing with taking away the 2 points from the Gunslingers on that fast break. Bo follows that up with a missed three, missed everything but the backboard. Wilson going in on Dave. Dave with a tough defensive assignment to start the season. Wilson has been very strong here offensively. Josh with the runner goes. What a shot from Josh. Don't see that very often on him.
Great shot. That's very unorthodox from Josh to score like that.
Sam over to Bo. Bo from three. He's still confident. He's still shooting. He can't get one to go, and he's clearly frustrated about it. Sam goes in, misses the layup over the top of Wilson, and we have Wilson going the other way. Goes in over Dave and Bo, gets fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, Dave's got to be in front of him there, not the side of him. He did not beat the spot. Dave's got to move faster there. Where I'm up at the basket, they're cut off real quick. But Dave will get there. It's the first game, so everyone's kind of relearning.
Long season ahead of us. We had the foul is called on the floor, so no shots for Wilson. Chris Keena makes the ruling. Wilson shot fake from three. Instead goes in, loses it out of bounds. No foul called. Gunslingers ball. Sam continually trying to push the pace, but the rest of the Gunslingers are all well behind him each time. He runs into a 1-on-3, pulls it from deep, no good. Zach with another rebound.
He's got like 8 now.
Josh with only 2 ball hogs on the screen, pulls from three and it's airballed. Maybe a bit impatient on that one. Definitely saw some fight coming out of halftime from both teams, and right now both teams look like they could use a timeout. A lot of slow movement here. And it's only going to get tougher into the fourth quarter with the even ending. Foul called as Sam drove in. I believe that was a foul on Zach, and Sam's going to get 2 more free throws here.
I believe that's Zach's third foul. You better watch out. It's hard to guard Sam and not foul.
Yeah, and like we mentioned earlier, can't overstate the job Zach has done so far on Sam. Sam, his 2 of his threes that he made came over other defenders after he got a switch off of Zach. Zach doing a tremendous job. The effort defensively is clear, and the Ball Hogs would love to have that the entire season this year.
I think the only 2 people that have done better on Sam are the Brooks, in my opinion. So I think he's done really well.
Both Garrett and Jacob got a crack at Sam, and both gave him a lot of trouble with their length. Luke with the turnaround jumper, and all the Ball Hogs getting in on the action right now. As you say, that's just Ball Hogs basketball.
Yeah, it's good to see Luke going.
Sam gets Wilson in the air, decides to try to go over him again and misses. Ball Hogs going back to the floor. Wilson has Dave defending, looks to back him down. Goes over the top, no good. Bo hustles for that one, gets the rebound. Sam trying to push it up the floor. Bo's up ahead. There's not
What happened? I missed it.
collision on the back of the floor between Joe falling down.
Wow. Great box up by bit. Exactly right there.
I think Wilson's back on the other end of the floor
Joe
too.
and
Looks like he's okay. Luke takes the mid-range jumper, no good. Sam gets the board, tries to push it up a little bit, slows down. 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Sam pulls from deep again. No good. Zach with the contest. Wilson with the rebound. 3 seconds to go. Wilson going to pull from deep to end the quarter. No good. And the third quarter comes to a close with the Ball Hogs leading by a score of 29-25. Before we go into the fourth quarter here, we saw the Gunslingers pull into the lead there for a little bit after attacking the paint early on. Looks like both teams got a little bit tired, and when that happened, the Ball Hogs' effort pulled them back into the lead, and here we go into the fourth with a 4-point lead for the Ball Hogs. What are you looking for down the stretch here?
I'm looking for a good game here. I think the Gunslingers need to keep going to the basket. They've had good looks. I know Sam missed a layup that, to me, it should be 27-20, 29. I think he should have made that layup. But other than that, I think if Zach keeps playing good defense on him, it's going to be tough to score. As of right now, I think the Ball Hogs will take this game unless the Gunslingers make a significant change on defense and offense. I think they need to keep making layups. But their defense, they're giving up too many easy looks. So hopefully that changes. I know David's playing good defense, but you're giving up layups to Luke, and you gave a free 2 points to Zach. So let's see if they can make some adjustments in the fourth quarter and be way more aggressive.
Now, with the Elam ending, we'll see who is able to have the clutch gene down the stretch. Reminder, with 4 minutes left, the clock will be shut off, and it will be the first one to 7 points more than the leading team to score. Now, if you're on the leading team, let's say the Ball Hogs are leading going into the Elam ending, is your strategy to try to end it in just 3 made shots? You can do it with 1 made 3 and 2 twos, or are you just looking for best basket available each time down the floor?
I've never thought Ball Hogs basketball would ever be with threes involved. So I think the Ball Hogs should go for 4 baskets, maybe some free throws if you do 3 baskets, but they just need to take good shots and not force threes and just keep attacking. I don't think a 3 will be involved in the last 7 points for the Ball Hogs, but we'll see. It would shock me.
It's definitely enticing knowing that 7 points, it's 2, 2, and 3. Definitely enticing to want to shoot a 3 to try to get you there a little bit quicker. But as you mentioned, forcing some threes can really lead to some droughts scoring-wise. And obviously we've seen Wilson as a leader, as a scorer for the Ball Hogs today. Outside of him, who do you trust the most to make some shots in the Elam ending for the Ball Hogs?
I say Luke has made really good shots in the last 2 minutes of games when we were playing. I'd like to see him continue that. Of course, Josh always makes good shots. But I know it's the regular season with Zach. It's the regular season, so he doesn't really start scoring until the playoffs. Maybe he thinks it's the playoffs with the Elam ending, so maybe. But I think the one guy I think will be Luke. Luke with the clutch gene in him. I'd like to see him get a couple points at the 7. That's if they're in the lead. I think the Gunslingers can easily score. Like they can go on a 5-0 run easily in the start of this fourth quarter. So let's just see what happens. But I think Luke has a chance to really prove himself. He's only made 1 shot, so let's see if he can to roll into the 7 points at the end there.
Yeah, Playoff Z is a well-known figure around here. Maybe we'll get Elam Z from now on. We'll see. TBD. He's got 2 points in this one after that steal, a classic steal and layup from Zach. His hustle has been tremendous. We'll see if he can keep that up, and the rest of the Ball Hogs can keep up their hustle here in the fourth quarter as we get going with the Gunslingers with the ball down 4 to start. Gunslingers definitely going to want to try to get some points early on in the fourth quarter here. Sam with a deep 3, no good. Dave with the rebound, puts it up, fouled, and right off the bat, an opportunity for 2 points from the free throw line for the Gunslingers to try to carve into this lead before the Elam ending.
That should be an and-one from Dave. He's got to make that layup, but he is one of the better free throw shooters in the league. So let's see if he can go at least 1 for 2 here.
Definitely a very consistent form. Misses off the front end.
Come on, Dave. You got to make this one.
Make one to pull it within a one-possession game. Misses off the front iron again. Hustle from Bo, but to no avail as Wilson kicks up the floor. Ball Hogz moving faster to start the fourth quarter. Down low to Wilson, who goes right up over Dave and Bo. Misses. Bo gonna push it up on the other end. He's got 1-on-3 right now. Finds Sam behind. Pulls a deep three. No good. Dave with the hustle, but does not come down with the board. And you can see both Bo and Sam clearly want to push the ball in transition, but whenever they do, there's no one else with them. They're all alone and can't take a 1-on-3 fast break in this league. Josh tries a little runner again.
I would have liked to see Bo take a fast run out last year to take that three, but I think it was just one adjustment there.
Yeah, Wilson guarding Sam leaves Dave open at the three-point line. Pulls a three off. Big again. Dave struggling from range right now on night one. Luke slowing it down here. Ball Hogz might be trying to waste time a little bit to try to get to the Elam ending.
Very unfamiliar with the ball Hogz.
Wilson pulls from three, no good. Bo with the rebound. Gives it up to Sam. Sam's gonna try to push it. Gets Wilson up in the air and jumps into him. And that's twice now that Sam's done that. We'll see if that's going to be a strategy of his, a tactic of his to get to the line. Like you said, one of the league's stronger free throw shooters.
Let's see if he can go 52 to make this one game.
Misses the front end, and everyone missing free throws short right now. Maybe a little light in the legs here in the fourth quarter. Not getting the full body into it. And misses long on that one. Tries to adjust. Hustles though, yeah. Good board. Finds Dave finds Bo all the way across the court. Bo takes it in and gets it to go. The runner pulls it within two.
That's what we need. That's what the Gunslingers need. Good offensive board to make up for the defense.
Luke backing down Joe. Luke looking out, finds Josh. Sam defending. Luke pulls from three, no good, and rebound Bo, who was in the perfect spot for that one. Sam looking to tie the game up, potentially take the lead if Bo hits the three, and he does! The Gunslingers just like that in the lead, 30-29.
Wow. I said they could do a 5-0 run. I didn't think they were going to do it in the span of 5 minutes. But
yeah, just over a minute to go before the Elam ending. Zach takes it around, looking for Bo in the paint. Bo looking to take the lead back for the Ball Hogz. Goes to work, spins, and in. Gives the Ball Hogz the lead, 31-30. Sam takes it in, kicks it out. Bo looks again for three, no good. Rebound tipped by Dave and into Bo's hands. Bo takes it in, no good.
Zach, okay.
Josh pushing up the floor. Finds Wilson. Ball Hogz going to try to milk the rest of this clock, get this down under 4 minutes probably, with themselves in the lead. Maybe get a bucket here before, and there it is from Wilson.
Wilson's come alive
with the 3-point lead.
Two straight buckets down low on Dave.
Sam sitting out, pulls a deep three, no good. He gets his own rebound though, as the Ball Hogz all just stood around. Misses the putback, and it will be Ball Hogs ball. They call timeout to activate the Elam ending. Here we go, Elam ending for the first time in the SPBL. Ball Hogs up 33-30, first team to 40 wins. Wilson goes up, no good. Corralled by Bo.
He does go down there. Maybe a call would have been nice there for Wilson.
He had 3 people around him knocking that ball out. Sam with Luke defending. Sam steps back, tries to jump into Zach. Instead, comes back out, pump fakes and goes in.
Oh, great
Turns
defense.
around, no good. Zach tips it, and they call it Ball Hogs ball.
Great defense by Zach. He played very, very well this game. On Sam especially.
The hustle is probably the most valuable attribute you can have right now with the conditions, and late in the fourth quarter into the Elam ending. Sam kicks out to Bo. Bo to tie the game. No good. Rebound Zach. Luke.
We'll see if the Ball Hogs take their time, get a good look down low. I think they're probably going to feed Wilson here. Down, oh, there's a 3.
And I'm like,
There it
well,
is.
isn't that kind of like
Didn't like that.
banking on them winning anyway?
Wilson tried the 3. Still no points here in the Elam ending. Need 10 more from the Gunslingers or 7 more from the Ball Hogs to get to the target score. As a reminder, it is not win by 2. It is the first team to reach or surpass 40 points. Sam, no good from 3. A lot of settling for 3. Joe with the steal out of Josh's hands. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Gunslingers. Hustle from Joe.
Yeah, possessions come with the Elam ending. They become very important at the end of the game. So Joe stealing a possession here, that can be huge.
Especially with both teams so far unable to make a shot in the Elam ending. Getting an extra attempt here is good for the Gunslingers as Sam takes it in, gets the runner to go, cuts it to 33-32.
Now, if he would have missed that, I would have said it wouldn't matter because every team's going to get 100 possessions. But it's good to see one go for the Gunslingers, especially off the steal from Joe.
Wilson gets double teamed. Joe leads. Help from Bo. Wilson goes over the top, and it's good. 35-32. 5 more for the Ball Hogs to win. Sam taking it in. Finds Bo. Bo with the free throw line jumper, and it's good. Wilson fell down there. Looks like he's all right. Gunslingers cut the lead to 1.
Now we're seeing the offense as well, and we want to be close to this is nice.
Both teams just 2 possessions away from winning. Luke down to the corner with Sam defending. Tries to find Josh, who's posting up Joe with the size mismatch. Gets around Joe and misses the layup. Oh, gets the board. Would have loved to see that one go for the Ball Hogs to bring them within 3 points of the win.
Yeah, the only thing with the Elam ending, I get a little concerned if the teams are at 37 like the Gunslingers are now, are they going to want to force 3 or not?
Right, that is
a big concern.
Yeah, that is like I said, it's very enticing right now for the Gunslingers to want to shoot a 3. Ball Hogs now all of a sudden find themselves trailing 37-35, trading buckets back and forth here. Wilson, no good. Tipped in by Zach.
Oh my God, Zach! What a tip!
Zach, is that Elam Z showing up in game 1?
Wow, that's probably one of his best shots in SPBL history right there.
Both teams now just a 3-pointer away. And as a reminder, since it's not win by 2, you would think it's very enticing to shoot a 3, but Sam goes right in, gets the layup to go. And now
Rash our allegations right there.
Gunslingers' next bucket wins for them. Ball Hogs need a 3.
Timeout, Ball Hogs, 39-37.
Call timeout for the Ball Hogs. They're going to draw something up here. We'll see if they go for 3. again, I know you're not someone who thinks very highly of the ball hogs from 3, but what are you thinking here? You still going for a 2?
You know, take it down low, get your 2 points, and play defense.
Yeah.
Play ball hogs basketball. But I think they're going to shoot a 3.
Good job. We got a foul from the Gunslingers. This is a strategy that is sometimes deployed with the Elam ending. Gunslingers trying to foul the ball hogs to prevent them from shooting a 3. However, that of course will offer the ball hogs some free throws and likely bring them within just a 2-pointer of winning, should they have the opportunity.
You know, I don't like that idea in the SPBL. I think you're gonna let people shoot threes in the SPBL. You know, I think the average is like what, 20%, 19, like 15%.
Yeah, right around 20%. Yeah, I think can't be too afraid of them hitting a 3. Giving him a chance to go to the line, knowing that you now have the pressure on you that you need to make the next shot. It's a double-edged sword. Wilson does pull the 3. No good off the back of the rim. That could have done it. Sam's going to get a fast break for the first time really all game. Finds Dave, who gets fouled on the shot. Dave is going to go to the line for a chance to win it.
Can we make free throws, Dave?
I said that free throws might be less important with the Elam ending, and here we are trying to end the game on a free throw. Dave 0 for 2 in this one. Can he knock down a free throw for the win?
You gotta make these, Dave. You gotta make one.
Knocks it down, and that's the win for the Gravediggers, or for the Gunslingers, excuse me. Gunslingers win the season opener over the defending champs, 40-37. What a game between these two teams, back and forth all the way down the stretch, trading buckets in the Elam ending. Gunslingers coming away with the win off of a Dave Keena free throw. Probably not what you would expect, but man, Gunslingers led by Sam and Bo down the stretch really got it going there in the second half, specifically the fourth quarter, where they scored 15 points in the fourth quarter after scoring just 25 through the first 3. Quite the outburst in the fourth quarter there. Where did it go wrong for the Ball Hogs? Had the lead by 3 going into the Elam ending. What went wrong from your perspective?
I just think they went away from what they were doing well. Wilson was doing great down low, and he got a couple looks towards the end, but not a lot. Not a lot of good ones. We even predicted Ball Hogs were going to shoot a 3 at the end. I think everybody could have thought that, you know, and that's just what happens when you have the Elam ending. I hate that it went that way. To me, it just felt like watching this game, the Ball Hogs were winning the entire time, and we're going to win the entire time. And to see the Gunslingers come on top, it's just the Ball Hogs went away from what they were doing that was successful, and it showed towards the end. They just went away from everything they were doing that was well. They were playing good defense, taking good shots, and some shots were forced. And I really hate to see them lose that way, but I think you got to give it to the Gunslingers. They played really well.
Yeah, definitely down the stretch there. You saw them force that 3 in with 3 points to go in the Elam ending. They miss it, and it turned into a fast break for the Gunslingers, who were trying to push the pace all game. Ball Hogs were doing a fantastic job of getting back, and of course, on that one, it was their fate. They only had Wilson back on defense on that one, and he had to foul Dave to prevent the layup. Dave goes on to hit the game-winning free throw. What a clutch comeback from the Gunslingers. They were definitely frustrated at points in this one. Definitely felt like more of their shots should have been falling. And in the end, they do finally start to fall. Saw some more drives to the basket from Sam in the Elam ending. He really attacked the basket. Got a couple of layups down there, especially one to set them up for the game winner. Kind of got right by Zach, and no one was there to help. Again, like you mentioned, a bit different from what the Ball Hogs have been doing defensively all game, really bottling him up. Instead, he got his way in the Elam ending, leads the Gunslingers to a come-from-behind victory. And from your perspective, between these two teams, which team are you looking forward to more throughout the rest of the season? Which one do you think has a better path forward here? Do you think the Ball Hogs learn from this and get ready for the Elam ending, or do you think this is what propels the Gunslingers to perform better in the first quarters moving on?
Well, I think the Ball Hogs played Ball Hogs basketball for the entire game, towards less towards the end, and they lost. So I don't. I was big on the Ball Hogs. I thought Wilson played great. I thought Zach played great. But it just wasn't enough. So going forward, I was high on the Ball Hogs. It's going to lower. I don't think the Ball Hogs will take this loss well, and I don't think it's well for the season, because they should have won this game, in my opinion. They had the right stuff to win, and they just didn't. But if I'm the Gunslingers, to me, they played horrible, at least for 3 quarters. They played awful. And to come out and win this game, I think the season looks so good. I think Bo's going to get in better shape. Bo's going to play better defense. Sam's going to play great. Dave's going to get a little better, more confident after that free throw to win the game. Joe's going to be Joe, and he's going to get your little possessions and your points, of course, and your rebounds. But I think the Gunslingers look at this game as a huge success. And I think the Ball Hogs, it tanks their season for a little bit. I think it's a really bad look, and because they played how they play, and they lost. So it's a little tough for the Ball Hogs. I think the Gunslingers look a lot better towards the season after this than the Ball Hogs.
Right. I think, like you mentioned, throughout this game, we were saying how the Ball Hogs looked really strong, very connected, everyone kind of doing their job. And it looked like they were playing kind of in peak mid-season form right away out of the gate. And they had the lead for almost the entire game and found a way to let it escape at the end. Definitely a bit of a crushing defeat there. Maybe going forward, maybe they'll have a new strategy here with the Elam ending. But again, it's not like anything strategically was really wrong. It was just got away from them. They kind of were falling apart from what they were doing early on defensively, gave up some easy buckets in the paint, and just like that, it can fall out of your hands really quickly with the Elam ending. Was definitely an exciting ending. A lot to look forward to this season. What a way to start the season. A close game down the stretch, back and forth. Ends up with a Gunslingers victory, 40-37. Both of these teams, while the Ball Hogs are a bit disappointed and while the Gunslingers are relieved, both of these teams should be looking forward to an exciting season ahead. Both of them poised well for success here after game 1. Thank you for joining us for the season opener in the SPBL. We look forward to being with you throughout the rest of the season, and we look forward to calling game 2 between the Mean Machine and the LA Blues, 2 other teams looking for a hot start to the season. Thank you for joining us. Signing out, SPBL. Good night.